Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be trading again with pocket option. Of course, I'm going to show you another great strategy I have over here. So this is a strategy I've been working on for a couple of days now. I think I've been working on this for past 2 weeks, and it was very great based on my testing. And not only that, this is a strategy I've been using for a very long time. I've actually used this strategy in the past and it was very great. So for the past few days I've been trying to get another new settings to it that's definitely going to work great on the current market, and I actually result to this. All right, so over here we just have two indicators. The first indicator we are using is called Williams, all right, with a period of 11. So the period should be 11. That's the only thing you need to change on the import. On the style here, all you just have to do is to take the line to be on the 2 pixel or the trend line. So when you're done, you hit save. So the second indicator we are using, which is our last indicator, is called MACD with our first period of 11. The slope period is 12, while the signal is 8. All right, so over here on the style part, all you just have to do here is to take what's it called, your MACD lines to be on 2 pixel, and of course the signal line as well to 2 pixels. So when you're done, you hit save. So that is pretty much all you have to do. All right, so over here we are doing this on 2 minutes. So we are doing this on 2 minutes straight time, and of course on 1 minute candle time frame. So we are doing this on 1 minute candle time frame, 2 minute trade time. So we're only doing this with a Heineken Asher candle. Don't forget that. So we're doing this on Heineken Asher candle. So that's pretty much all you have to do. So when you're done, you hit save. So that's pretty much the setting up. So over here, I'm going to actually close my old currency pair, open up. I'm going to put the new one up real quick. So I'm actually doing this on a real market. All right, I'm not doing this with OTC. I'm doing this on a normal market. So right now I'm going to put up the base currency pair up, and of course I'm going to show you, and I'll get back immediately I put them up. All right, okay guys, I have the best currency pair up here. So right now, so before I analyze the market, I want to explain real quick how the strategy works. So over here, all we are looking at on this strategy is to see the both indicator here simultaneously at work. All right, so the number one thing we are looking at if you are taking a trade with this strategy is a confirmation of our Williams alongside with our MACD simultaneously. What we are looking at is to make sure that if you are taking a trade to come down on a downtrend, we always make sure that you have your Williams in a very strong position, in overbought position above here. As you can see that. So you want your Williams. Okay, let me use this for example. So all we are looking at is to make sure that we have our Williams here. For example, you must have your Williams above this what's it called, overbought line here, the green line here of the Williams. So the other line, this blue line must be above it, and it must be showing trend down. It must be coming down in the trend. That's the number one thing. The same thing should happen. Sorry guys, let me take it back. So the same thing should happen with your MACD. The confirmation you find here must also be happening with your MACD. Your MACD both line must intersect each other. The red and the green must intersect each other, and they must also be following the trend, following the same thing with the Williams. You need to be very attentive on this one. All you have to look at is to make sure that what your Williams is doing, the same thing is happening with your MACD before you decide to take a trade, because this is actually a pure trading strategy. Make sure that you have your Williams on the overbought position. Not only that, make sure they're coming down on the trend. If you're taking a trade to come down, the same thing should happen with your MACD. Your MACD line must intersect each other, and the both line must be heading down in the market as well before you take a down trade. And then the same thing happen if you're taking an uptrend trade. Make sure that you have your what's it called, your MACD. Sorry guys, let me go back. So make sure you're having your MACD both line, the red and the green, below this candle, the MACD signal candle here, going up on the trend. The same thing should happen with your Williams. They must be in the oversold position line. What I mean by that is that your MACD line here, the blue line here, must be below this particular down line here. This red line here, it's either is below it or very close to it, or actually touches it. But the most important thing is to make sure that they are going up on the trend, and the same thing should happen with your MACD. That's pretty much all you have to look at. So right now we're analyzing the market. So when I get a good moment, I'll come down and take a trade. And of course, I'm going to show you what's it called? I'm going to show you in a real picture, what I see before I enter the trade. All right. All right, guys, this is a very good moment here. As you can see, we are having a good position here. I'm going to enter a trade on this one. So over here, we have a great position with our Williams. Our Williams is very strong right there in the overbought position line. All right, actually heading down trend. This is what I actually talked the other time. The intersection of our MACD actually occur here. If you actually see before I place the trade, the intersection is just happening and it's above the what's it called? It's above the candle bar here, and it's also heading down in the overbought position coming down. So I know that in a couple of few seconds I'll be having to pull down the market. So that's the reason why I actually entered this trade. So guys, let's wait and see if this is going to be a good moment. As you can see, we are doing this on 2 minutes. The reason why is that we need to give it enough time, because this is actually a pure trend. Immediately you have your both indicator, the MACD and the Williams, in a good position heading down, then it means that the market is already reversing already. So it's a very strong position when you have them on a Williams. So that's the reason why you need to give it enough time for it to happen on the market. So that's the reason why we are doing it on 2 minutes. All right. So guys, this all what's it called? That's all the explanation for the downtrend. And I'm going to, when I find a position for uptrend too, I'm going to take a trade. Of course, I'm going to explain in a good detail again the reason why I take the trade. So guys, let's wait and see if this is going to be in the money in the next few seconds. I think we have okay, we have less than 37 seconds to close this trade. So let's wait and see if this is going to be a good one in the next few seconds. Okay guys, a good one there with the money on that. That's a good one. Okay. So I'm analyzing again. So when I get another good moment, I'll come down and take a trade. And of course, I'm going to explain in details again what I'll see before I enter the trade. All right. Okay, guys, a very good moment here. I'm going to place the trade on this. So here we have another great moment for the second trade. As you can see over here, we have our Williams. What's it called, indicator, right, very strong in the overbought position. What I mean by very strong, light actually went up here. If you study it right from this position, it actually went up real good here, and over here starts striking down. Not only that, the confirmation of our MACDs also happened. As you can see, the intersection of our MACD is just happening, and it's also following the same trend. I know that in a couple of few seconds we have, okay, there's a reversal in the market, but I'm still very certain that in a couple of few seconds I'll be having a pullback in the market, because this is too strong for it to reverse so quick. All right, so that's the reason why we're giving it enough time to work. So yeah, and I think we have we still have like more than 1 minute to actually close this trade. So guys, let's wait and see if there's going to be a pullback in the market in the next few seconds. All right. Okay, I didn't really actually study this market. You can see this the last two candle here was actually choppy. I'm so confident I'm still going to have a pullback in the next few seconds. So we are in 47 minutes right now. I mean 47 seconds right now to close this trade. So guys, let's wait and see if this is going to be a good one in the next few seconds. All right. Okay guys, at the end we actually end up on a good close on profit. Please always make sure you actually check the previous candle before you actually enter a trade. But the reason why I really entered this trade, because I know that I have a very strong signal with my MACD, especially because the intersection is just happening. I know that any moment I'll be having a pull down. So that's the reason why we're doing this on a longer time, at least on 2 minutes. All right, this actually works too with 3 minutes, but I think 2 minutes it works best with 2 minutes. If you have a good position with the signal, it works great with 2 minutes. So that's why we're doing this on 2 minutes. I know that any moment I'll still be having a pull down in the market. So that's the reason why I'm so confident that in the meantime, the reversal will come back to its position. All right. So a good one there. I'm analyzing again, guys. I'm still finding the position for uptrend. So when I get that, I'm definitely going to place a trade. Now I explain in details what you need to see before you enter a trade with an uptrend trade, right? Okay, let me check this out. Okay, now a good moment. I'm analyzing, guys. So when I get a good moment, I'll come down and take a trade. Okay, guys, I found a good moment here for up trade. Let me place a trade on that. So over here, the reason why I actually entered this trade is the fact that we have a good moment, a very strong moment with our Williams. As you can see over here, the Williams actually went down right here. All right, the middle was I'm talking about the Williams middle line here actually went down right here in the overbought, very strong oversold position, and actually help. And when actually the reason why I actually place this trade is that when I actually check my MACD, the bot line actually was below the what's it called, the signal bar here. And not only that, if you actually cross check the green is actually heading up on the trend, and it's about to intersect, and this intersection has happened right now. I said that it's about to intersect, and I know that in a couple of few moments I'll be having a great intersection with that. So that's the reason why I was even confident enough to give it a trade. So that is what I actually see here before I enter a trade. And the one thing I observe this strategy is that it's very difficult for you. Maybe I don't know, maybe it's because of the market analysis for today, but it's very difficult for you based on my research for the past few days. I've been actually analyzing this. It's very difficult for you to have a good moment with an uptrend. All right, so it's very difficult to have a good moment with an uptrend, but the downtrend is always a very good moment to come up. But it's very difficult for you to have an uptrend. But mind you, when you have an uptrend, it is always a win. And the reason why I actually confirmed this for the last 3 days, or was it last week, that I'm actually testing this out, this strategy. All the moment I have for uptrend is always a win for me. All right, but it's very difficult for you to have. If you are patient, you can actually stay put with an uptrend, but it will definitely going to take times before you can see a position. But when you do, it's always a very good moment with uptrend. But downtrend is very easy for you to find with little analysis. So that's just the thing I observe with this strategy. All right, so right now you got one day, I think, win the money on this one. Good, so win the money on this. So guys, this is where I'm going to stop on today's video. I'm definitely going to make another video on this. All right, so where I'm going to show you another way to actually trade with this strategy this coming week. I'm definitely going to make another video on this. So but make sure that you put everything I say here in mind. Is very important. Make sure that the two indicators are working with each other simultaneously. When you have them an uptrend, always make sure that you have your MACD to an uptrend. The same thing happens when you have your Williams on the downtrend. Always make sure that the same thing is happening with your MACD on the downtrend. So they must be working all together before you enter a trade. And please make sure you're doing this with 2 minutes. Is very important. Do it with 2 minutes with 1 minute candle time frame. So you can actually try this out over there. Trade out with your sorry guys. So you can trade out with your demo account and say if it is going to be a good one for you to trade. Please let me know if you actually trade with this strategy, because that's a very great strategy. If you actually follow all the guidelines I lay down here, you're definitely going to make a lot of money with this strategy. So let me know if you trade. On this video description, make sure you actually join the Telegram group, both for my forex and also for the binary. So thank you so much. This is where I'm going to end the video, and I'll see you on another video.